Greetings for the day. Welcome to another session of Multimedia Technology. My name is MOHAMMED. In today's session, we are going to learn about the different types of multimedia. We are going to see about the different means by which we can have a multimedia presentation. But before we start today's topic, let me revise what are the things that we have studied in the previous session. In the previous session, we have seen about the different modes of multimedia communication like audio, video, animations, sound and others. Now, in today's session, we'll be learning about the multimedia presentation part. Now, basically, multimedia presentations can be divided or can be classified into two types. The first one is with reference to the linear presentation, and the second one is with reference to the non-linear presentation or non-linear interactive. Now, what do you mean by this linear active content? It means it is a sequence of things which is being carried out in such a way like one comes after the next come after the next. So in the sense, it is a series of things which is being executed at once. It is a series of presentation or a series of things that is being done in a sequence. That is what we call as linear type of presentation. For an example, when you are taking a video, the moment you start the video, it starts recording, and the moment you pause the video while you are recording, it will get paused, it will not get stopped, and the moment you resume it, it will continue the video in the same sequence. So these type of interactive things is called as linear active content. Now what it says, linear active content progress without any navigation control for viewers, such as a cinema presentation. The way you see the cinema, the way you see the different type of movies and all things, it's a series of things that is being executed. The way web series are being released nowadays, it's a series of things. It is a series of things. The next one is with reference to non-linear content. It says non-linear content offers user interactive to control progress use with a computer game or used in self-paced computer-based training. So non-linear type of content is a content wherein you will be given a list of content and you need to browse every of the breadth and depth of that particular content, though it might be with reference to game, though it might be with reference to any of the programming, what do you call as gaming, or it can be any of the course which has every of the content. Like you can consider a small example as Wikipedia or encyclopedia is the best example for this non-linear content, wherein every of the information is been available over there. It's up to you how you browse that particular thing and how you particularly see that particular content based on the requirement or based on the chains or based on the topic. So this type of thing is called as non-linear content. Now further it says, what do you mean by hypermedia? What do you actually mean by hypermedia? Hypermedia is a media which will connect one thing with another with a connection medium. For an example, when you see any of the hyperlink, it is a combination of text. Whenever you click on that particular link, you will be redirected to any of the particular place. The same, you can make that hyperlink with a picture, with a video, with extra links that you will be getting. So that particular thing is called as hypermedia. All of that content is being treated as hypermedia. So what it says over here, information is linked and cross-referenced in many different ways and is widely available to end users. Now this particular link that is been available in the form of an image, in the form of a video, in a form of a GIF type of a things, any of things it can be. Like the best example for this particular thing is like when you are visiting any of the websites, there you will be having some of the ads. That ad might be on picture, that ad might be on video, that ad might be on GIF image. So when you click on that particular thing, you will be redirected to another thing. So that is what we call as hypermedia. That particular thing is called as hypermedia. Now it further says hypertext means a database in which information text has been organized non-linearly. The database consists of nodes and links between the nodes. Now see, if at all if you click on that particular link, you will be redirected to that particular part of that website. For example, you are seeing an advertisement with reference to bitcoins, like trading in bitcoins. So you will be redirected to the trading of bitcoin of that particular website. That particular website deals with digital businesses, like it has cryptocurrency, the different types of cryptocurrencies, whether it might be with reference to digital investment, whether it might be with reference to the investment in digital gold. It can be anything, but you will be redirected to only bitcoin trading, and in that particular thing you will be having different application names, you will be having different methods by how you can trade all the things. So that particular thing is called as hypermedia. And here hypertext means it is a non-linear thing, like if in that particular screen or in that particular website you have been redirected to only one part. You are not being redirected linearly, like first you will be going to home page, from there you will be going for trading, under that you will be going for digital trading, and under digital trading you will be seeing with bitcoin. No, you will be redirected to directly to non linear type of things. You will be redirected directly to the bitcoin type of trading, redirect to the bitcoin type of trading. Now this particular bitcoin type of trading is a non-linear thing. It is a non, why? Because if at all it would have been a linear thing, then you would have been seeing all of the things. Now as it is non-linear thing, you are directly redirected to that particular thing. So this is with reference to hypertext and hypermedia. Now what it says further, a link is defined by source and destination nodes and by an anchor in the source node. Two types of links. The first one is with reference to internal link, the second one is with reference to the external link. Internal links refers to the local one, and external links refers to the global type of links. Now further it says with reference to World Wide Web. Now this is the main thing why we are learning all of these things, with reference to World Wide Web, with reference to multimedia, with reference to the experience of the users. Now what is World Wide Web? World Wide Web is a global hypermedia system on internet. It can be described as wide area hypermedia information retrieval initiative aiming to give universal access to a large universe of documents. The moment you type some of the instructions with reference to www dot, you will be redirected to that particular things. Like how it is been redirected, how it is been done, that's a different thing. But when it is been loaded, it loads pictures, it loads documents, it loads different files, and also it loads multimedia also. In multimedia you might be having some sound at the background, some videos been playing, some of the GIF been played on that website. So this is with reference to multimedia in World Wide Web. Now further it says, to use World Wide Web, the user needs to browse like with reference to Internet Explorer or Firefox that are used to display complex graphics, animations and sounds. Now this is the thing I need not explain to all of you, like you know better than me. What is designing hypermedia? What is designing the hypermedia? Important question in designing hypermedia are converting linear text to hypertext. Like I have told you, linear text to hypertext in the sense, see, consider an example wherein you want to see a folder which is in D drive, and in the D drive there is a folder by the name multimedia technologies. In multimedia technologies there is one more folder by the name material. In the material there is one more folder by the name question papers. Now if at all if you want to go to question paper, you need to follow all of this sequence. You cannot go directly to this particular folder called as question paper. How you will be going? You will be going with sequence. First you will be going to D drive, then the folder multimedia, then in that material, in that question paper. Now this is the linear thing. Now this is been converted to hypertext. How it is converted to hypertext? This particular folder by the name question paper, you can create a shortcut on the desktop. You can create a shortcut on desktop so that you can directly go over there. So it has been converting linear text to hypertext. This has been converting linear text into hypertext because we are directly able to go on that particular place with one click. So this is the need why designing hypermedia is required. The next one is the reference to text format conversions, dividing the text into nodes, link structures, automatic generation of links, are nodes in database or they are separate files on file system, client server of standalone systems. Now what do you mean by all of these things? Like see, when you are creating any of the multimedia things, you need to design every of the things with reference to the designing part so that the user might be able to get that particular thing in that particular website. If at all, if you see in the website at the top, you will be giving some of the instructions, something like contact us, about us, and activities, home, and requirement, connect with us. This will be the different tabs that will be available on the website. Why we are giving all this particular thing? We are generalizing the things, but we are giving some of the short links so that you can directly go and visit that particular thing. And the links and structures are being created in such a way that you can access only that information with reference to multimedia. So this is all been accessible with reference only to multimedia. This all been with reference to multimedia. If at all there was no multimedia, how would you have been done all those things? It was a bit difficult, or it would have been a bit difficult in accessing all of these things. Now what is the next one is with reference to the overview of multimedia software tools. Now software tools available for carrying out tasks in multimedia are, these are some of the things which we are going to see in detail about all of these things. The first one is with reference to music sequencing and notation. The second one is with reference to digital audio. The next one is with reference to graphics and image editing. The next one is with reference to video editing, animations, multimedia and authoring. So this is with reference to the different multimedia tools and software that we are going to see. Like it's a general thing that we will be seeing how animations and all the things have been done. Now see, in the olden days there used to be only if at all if you remember, or if at all if you have googled, or if at all if you are observing the advancement in multimedia, at first there used to be mute movies, like every other thing used to be every other person used to just with an it was just an autoplay type of a things, wherein one person used to act without any of the words, and he used to convey the message. He used to convey that message in front of everyone without speaking a word. Like for example, see the movies of Charlie Chaplin. He doesn't speak any of the time and any of the things. See Mr. Bean. He doesn't speak anything, but he conveys all of these messages only by their acts. Now slowly there was a need that when these people are acting, there should be some of the sounds. Sound in the sense what they are speaking, like though they are giving their actions, but some of the actions are not been conveyed correctly. So what was been introduced? Audio was been introduced. As soon as audio was introduced, the quality of audio was taken care of. And the moment audio was also included with the picture, there was something called as background music, which gives intensity to that particular scene. So slowly and gradually, this multimedia is being advancing in a way wherein we are improving the experience. We are improving the experience with reference to the users. Now, after that, the movies came up with different levels of what we call as pixel levels, like 360, 720, 420, the level of graphics that it was. And after that, the movie came with reference to the 3D dimensions. Now the movies are being seen with reference to virtual realities. Future, it might be with reference to a different thing like projection of medias and all these things. But slowly and what you call as gradually, the things have been improving. Also with reference to the sound that we hear. Previously there used to be only one dimensional sounds. Nowadays there are three dimensional sounds, five dimensional sounds, eight dimensional sounds are also available. This improves the user experience. If at all, I don't know whether you have experienced it or not, there was a audio clip with reference to 3D sound, wherein a barber used to cut the hairs, and if at all if you put the headphones or your earphones, and if at all if you listen to that particular audio track, you feel like as if someone is cutting your hair. So this is all with reference to the user experience, with reference to sound, with reference to audio, with reference to video, also with reference to, like, see, there used to be like now also this happens. If at all if you hear a sound, you want to hear that particular sound with different modes, like I want to hear that this particular sound in this version or in that version, the remixes of the sounds or the sound remain the same, but it has been advanced, it has been mixed with different sounds or different music to give a new user experience. So this is with reference to the advancements, with reference to the multimedia things, and for that we will be using different software tools to improve the quality and quantity of that particular audio and video section. So the first thing that we are going to see is with reference to the music sequencing and notation. Now we are just going to introduce this particular thing, and we are going to see this particular thing in detail in the coming session. Now the first thing it says is with reference to the cakewalk, now called as Pro Audio. The term sequencer comes from older devices that stored sequence of notes or events, which is MIDI, musical instrument digital interface. Okay. Further it says it is possible to insert WAV file and window MCI command for animations and videos. If at all if you remember, in previous Windows there used to be something called as Windows Movie Maker, wherein you can make the movies. As of now you are making different movies with reference to different applications, with reference to your Instagram, with reference to your other platform, wherein you can make your own videos according to your things, putting X number of filters and having N number of music backgrounds, sounds and all these things. In the olden days it was difficult for them, so there used to be some of the special effect that used to take place. And if at all if you see with reference to the first movie of Godzilla and the current movie which was been released in recent times, you see the difference in the graphics, you see the difference in the sound quality, you see the difference in the video quality, you see the difference between the user experience that you have with reference to that particular movie and this particular movie. You will have a difference. So how this difference has come? With the improvement in multimedia technology. Now the next one it says with reference to the Cubase, which says another sequencing editing program with capabilities similar to those of Cakewalk. It says it includes some digital audio editing tools, which has like Micromedia Sound Edit, mature program for creating audio for multimedia projects, and the web that integrates well with other Micromedia products such as Flash and Director. Still, like, you know, if at all you are not able to get the things, there will be some of the plugins that you need to require to install to access that particular media. On the website also, like, there will be some of the videos or audios. For that you need some special plugins at your local system, so that you can experience that particular thing in a better way. So this all is with reference to the advancements in multimedia. I hope you understood something from today's session and you learned something. And if at all if you have any doubt with reference to today's session, you can ping me at rahmat_ali2u@yahoo.com, or sooner or later we will be having a doubt clarification session for all of the things that we are studying. Thank you for listening to today's class. See you in the next session.